Well,
What are you doing?
my mic.
Right there.
Thank you, sir. We're here.
We're queer.
Nobody's gonna. Okay, cool.
All right, you leave
Welcome
in?
to
All
Harvey
right.
Drammed Queer. This is day number 3 in Kentucky. I'm sure y'all can't fucking hear us. So today was an exciting day.
It was a busy day.
It was very busy, yes.
I'm tired.
I'm full.
Well, you ate 317 White Castle burgers.
No, I ate 6. Robinson ate 10.
Yeah. I said I would eat 10. I did it.
And you did.
Get off y'all's phones and talk.
Talking to people. So
Wow.
let's see. How do we start the day? Let's see.
Buffalo Trace.
So
Yeah,
we did. Big shout out to Jay at the Barrel Bourbon Cottage and Tours.
You're welcome.
He was our tour guide today. Did an amazing job. We're actually doing another tour with him tomorrow. Started out the day at Buffalo Trace, which is almost back to normalization. Right? They're getting close.
Yeah. Right.
They're still not doing actual tours, but
And
gift
they're
shop is open.
Open but upstairs.
Open but upstairs. So they don't have.
Did
full
anybody
gift shop.
video it?
No.
No, actually.
Good job.
So yeah, gift shop is upstairs. They don't have all their merch out, but they got a pretty good selection out. Today was Eagle Rare Day, so they stopped the one per each bottle.
Yeah, every bottle
right.
day.
Yeah, every
I think
bottle,
they stopped it like yesterday.
Yeah, I think yesterday was the last day. So I think yesterday was the E.H. Taylor, and that was kind of my hope is that E.H. Taylor would go out today.
Right.
But,
That would have been nice.
I mean, what do you do, right?
Yeah.
You get a tater too.
I mean, so we all picked up an Eagle Rare and a Weller.
Yep, we did. We all picked
So-
up Eagle Rare and a Weller.
I mean,
But I mean, that's solid, right? They're all
I mean,
retail.
yeah,
so,
right.
yeah.
At retail, I'm gonna pick these up. These are solid bottles at retail.
They are.
I just don't want to pay above MSRP,
Sure.
or have to hunt for them or whatever. But if I can just get them, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah. And the guy at the Eagle Rare station during our tasting though, so we flat out asked him when's Eagle Rare 12 coming out.
Yeah.
Right. What was his response? I don't know.
Yeah.
Like,
right.
Right.
But
Oh.
he did make it a very solid point. It is not a replacement of the 10-year. It is in between the 10
And they're doing it to fill the gap.
to fill the gap between
Shit, I didn't get a glass. Keep talking.
like the 10-year product they got here and
Kyle, you
the
need a
like
glass?
No.
15-year
Kyle's
when you
good.
talk about GTS or whatever. you
Right.
know,
Stag
they-
Junior.
Stag Junior GTS, those are usually a little higher age statement. So, yeah, I was really excited to hear that. I mean, it's cool to go through Buffalo Trace. It's a nice spot. They are a little bit still under the weather there, you know. Yeah.
Seizure time.
That's good. You're
That's
fine.
what kept you warm all night.
What you gonna sip on? The dance?
Fuck yeah, dude, this
Yeah,
shit
Dan
is
is
good.
good.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Dan is good.
It's
Yeah.
so good. What up, guys? How are y'all?
We'll say we have
It
no
was even a
comments on
weak
YouTube.
Mouth pop.
Yeah.
That
That's a
better?
little better.
I don't know how to do it. All right. I don't know what you said.
Oh, we just talked about Buffalo
Oh,
Trace.
okay. We
just
talked
Buffalo
about
Trace.
the 12 is
The gap filler.
right.
Yeah, for sure. So
And then we got a tip from an employee at Buffalo Trace.
that's right. Yeah. Tyree.
Tyree.
I mean,
Tyree.
Tyree
was
was
throw
his
him under the
name.
bus, but
Yeah.
No, it wasn't Tyree.
No. Well, anyway, he suggested that when we go,
He said go to Glenn's Creek and ask for Dave.
yeah, Dave.
And
yeah.
Dave was 10 out of 10. Amazing.
Yeah,
Yes.
we'll get to that. Let's,
Yeah.
let's try. We're going
Yeah,
to
let's
call it down the
preview,
line, but
yeah.
we're just kind of setting that up, right?
Yeah.
So next stop after that was Jay Mattingly, which
Yes.
was amazing.
Amazing.
Oh,
Great
yes.
experience.
I had
yeah,
a
Jay
great-
Mattingly was a
I
blast.
had a
And
great time with Jay Mattingly.
big shout out to Sin, our
Mhm.
tour
Yeah.
guide. She was
You all right?
beyond. Like she was awesome, very knowledgeable, Made the experience worth it. She was amazing.
Also, the product was really, really
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Like we tried
We tried
some
what,
bourbons.
7 bottles or 7
We did.
pours?
We tried some bourbons. We tried some light whiskeys. We
The
tried
light
some
whiskeys were
ryes.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yep.
3
Yeah.
bourbons, 2 light whiskeys, 2 ryes.
Yes. The first light whiskey we tried, I think, was my favorite. That or the first bourbon.
Yeah.
Those were both.
But I mean, the lowest
really,
proof
really
thing
good.
that we tried there was what, 119 proof?
Yeah, something
It
like
was.
that. Yeah.
You know, so it was all super flavorful. It was really good.
Then everybody at J. Mattingly judged greatly that we were going to follow that up with Whiskey Thief
Yeah, they're like, oh, you think
prior
they're.
to going to lunch.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they were like, "You're doing what?"
Yeah.
And Whiskey Thief, I thought, was really good. I thought
Yeah, but
their pours were good.
apparently they used to be a little heavier with their
Right.
pours.
They were not. They were gingering that pour all day long.
Yeah, yeah. So they had 5 things to sample. But it was a cool experience, cool little place. It's really
It
off
was.
the beaten path, you know. So then we went to lunch. What was the name of the actual spot? I cannot remember.
The Bourbon Country Welcome Center.
Bourbon Country Welcome Center. That boy frack.
Which
Woo! It
the
was
mac
amazing.
and cheese was
10 out of
delicious.
10.
Holy
It's
shit.
so good.
I mean,
So
we're
good.
not foodies.
Oh.
We obviously like to eat.
Yeah.
But we're
Yes.
not foodies, but Jesus Christ. That smash burger and that mac and
Yeah.
cheese.
The smash
holy
burger was very, very good. But
Hey,
man,
Kyle.
the mac and cheese.
How was them chips?
They were fantastic.
Yeah, the
Kyle,
mac and cheese
for
was
some
better.
reason chose chips over the mac and
He
cheese.
chose
I
Lay's.
can't forgive him for that actually.
Lay's. They weren't
Lay's.
homemade.
Yeah,
They definitely weren't Lay's.
I'm not sure what he was doing, but the mac and cheese
They
was,
look good.
it
And
was
you got the
delicious.
what, the bourbon.
Yeah, the bourbon jam burger.
His
bourbon
burger
jam.
That was
might have
very
been
good.
better.
It
I
was.
don't know.
I have no idea.
That smash burger
Bourbon
was
bourbon
legit.
bacon jam
Oh,
burger.
sorry, bourbon bacon jam burger.
Yeah, that does sound good.
Very good. Again, that was another one of the tour guide Jay's stuff, right? That was, I think it's his restaurant.
Yeah, it's his
yeah, I
restaurant.
think
right.
it is. Yeah.
But great food.
Good service.
Great service.
Gingering a
we
pour
left there
is
and
like
went to Wild Turkey.
being a ginger and pouring.
Yeah.
Beautiful grounds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
Like
Wild Turkey grounds were phenomenal. Like
it's crazy. Like some of these other distilleries are like right on rivers. They kind of are too, but like it's
They
way
got
up the
mud
hill.
all
It's
over
like
it.
There's people
a
that
deep-
freaking skydive
Yeah.
in the valley next to
It's
Wild
bungee
Turkey.
jump.
bungee jump.
yeah,
Or same thing, pretty
Yeah.
much.
but it's like deep.
Just one has a cord.
It's like
attached.
a gorge right
Yeah.
there. It's crazy.
And it's one of the 3 only places that have an S in the curve
On the bridge itself.
on the
right?
bridge itself.
That
Yeah.
it starts with the
Yeah.
curve.
Yeah, so very cool.
Yeah. No.
FYI.
Agreed.
Yes,
Jerkus.
you were correct.
Jerkus my jerkin.
So, yeah, what'd you pick up from Wild Turkey?
So I picked up their
Hold on, do it right.
dear God.
Yeah, they did
They're-
have a turkey call.
Yeah,
it-
and that girl was like,
it was-
Chris was trying to show it, and it was like this.
It was
That girl
kinda-
grabbed it, and she went.
It was
she's like,
kinda
"That's how you do it."
large and black and floppy, and you.
Don't, just stop right there.
Large,
Before
black,
we get
and
banana,
floppy.
Please stop.
Okay, well, you
Let
made
me
the
get a
noise.
text about
I
that.
did make a noise.
Yep. So I picked up the Distiller Select single barrel. It's technically it's their Wild Turkey private selection, but it's a 101 proof. Tyrone.
Who?
Again.
Tyrone. It's on
Tyrone.
That's
He's
a
on
Tyrone.
Yeah.
Picked
What's
up
up,
one
Tyrone?
for myself and one for my father-in-law.
And we got to try it.
We did. and It's very good.
It's very good.
Was- we got free glasses there as well.
Yeah,
We did.
Two.
got glass in there.
You get a drink and you get to keep the glass. That's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, that was really cool.
And 2 of us got poker chips.
That's because you were supposed to turn them in. But
Yeah, we
those could have
decided-
been drinks. You
Yeah.
could have kept.
We decided not to because we like them better. Right,
little,
Kyle?
Little wood chips.
Which ones?
let's see,
The
where'd we
wild
go after
turkey
that?
chips.
Where'd we go after Wild
Yeah.
Turkey? Castle and Key.
Castle and Key.
Woo.
Yeah.
Castle and Key was
Beautiful.
One hell.
Beautiful. That was
One
hell.
really beautiful.
Yeah, if you can only come do a tour,
I would suggest if you have time to come like spend 3 hours,
yeah,
Yeah.
that's the spot.
I would suggest Castle and Key
With Molly.
and Glen Creek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's great. Yeah.
And they're
across the street practically.
Yeah,
Like, we're
yeah,
down
they're
the
just
road.
down the road.
0.1 miles
Right.
away from
Yeah.
each other.
Close.
He was like, "Oh, it's gonna take us, a couple minutes to get there." No,
Castle
Jay.
and Key was the old Taylor distillery. So it's just this beautiful limestone castle.
Who's trying to come in?
It was an invite to co-host.
Oh, Coco.
So, beautiful. Just like the grounds, spectacular.
Gorgeous.
They have a spring well.
But it was,
that-
well, if you're going to tell the history, tell the history. What was it before it was Castle and Key?
Well, I already said that.
Yeah.
Taylor.
Old Taylor.
Old Taylor.
Then
Listen,
it went to
a bathhouse.
National Distilling.
Yeah, National Distilling.
Right.
It actually sat there for what we say 44 years.
44 years. That's what I wanted you to get to.
Yeah, that's
That's
pretty wild
insane.
actually. And not everything in there after sitting all that time was trash. They were actually able to salvage some of that stuff. I think they had to put a new still in there
Yep.
that looked like a new still.
But
But
some of the
stuff was
vats
still
and the
good.
boilers were
Next
Well,
okay.
what did she say?
All but
All
one
of
of the fermenters were.
yeah, almost all the fermenters.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
They
They
only
just
replaced
sat
one
there.
fermenter.
Yeah.
I thought it
Probably
was
the
crazy.
world
She
fan.
said that people were like throwing their refrigerators on top of the garden,
Oh, yeah.
and then like it's a replica of what Windsor Park.
Yep.
Yeah, Windsor
Yeah.
Castle.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, the garden
Like-
of Windsor Castle. Yeah.
it was beautiful, and she
Yeah.
was like,
and the front of
"Oh,
the building is supposed to represent like the Scottish castle architecture,
Mhm.
right?
yeah."
Because
Nailed
of
it.
old Taylor's travels, right? And then the key was supposed to be the water, right?
Yeah, because his thought was the key to a good whiskey or bourbon was the water. You
Right.
need to have good quality water. So, from like it's without seeing it, it's hard to sort of describe it. But the sort of shape of this
Was a keyhole.
yeah, it's a
Spring.
keyhole. It's a
It's a
spring.
house.
It's not hard to
spring house.
describe.
Yeah, it's
Keyhole.
in the style of a Greek
Bathhouse, right?
bathhouse. Yeah.
But I mean, I thought it was awesome. The tour was great. We actually lucked up and got to do a little private, kind of behind the scenes tour, right? We got to walk through some places that most people don't necessarily get to walk behind. We got to peek in the Rick House, and which is crazy because it was the original Rick House,
Yep.
but part of it had been busted, and then they had to replace. But what's insane is like just the bottom floor of the Rick House. You literally step 1 foot inside the door, and it's a 25-degree temperature.
Yes.
It was.
right.
Yeah.
I really hate that we couldn't go down to the old like
Right.
place, the ivory place where the ceiling's falling in, and she was
Yeah.
like, "No, no, no."
I know. I
no."
tried to get down there.
You're like, "Come on."
I mean,
let
I
me-"
get it.
I was
though.
like,
let me
it
just
is
go take a
actually
picture.
like somewhat of a hazard. It's falling apart.
Right, and it's an active working
Yeah,
distillery.
I was about to say
right?
there were also people working. there.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, there's also like forklifts driving around like they were
Yeah.
machines.
I will say, my man on the forklift in
Oh, he would get it.
yeah, my
He would-
man's
he done
done that a
that
time or
about
two.
3 times, right?
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
So
we were discussing earlier though. Forklift certified.
Yeah,
it's not that
yeah,
hard.
yeah. I got mine at Lowe's like 10
I
years
was
ago,
forklift
but good
certified
enough.
too.
Oh, you let it lapse?
Yeah, because I don't care.
From where?
I did a private course.
Yeah, fake. So where are we going in the morning?
We didn't even finish talking about today. You drunk fuck?
Yeah, we also do need to talk about Glens Creek. 'cause
Oh
that's one
my
of the-
God.
No, we're
best
working. We're
tasting
working.
We
Dave.
were, and then he's like, "Where are we going tomorrow?"
We're going back to Glens Creek.
No, we're not.
Yeah.
We're
So
not.
so Glens Creek.
So that's where we left Castle and Key, right on down the road.
Went to Glens Creek,
Glens
which was
Creek.
the old
Old Crow.
Crow
Yes,
distillery.
Old
Sorry,
Crow.
pause.
Which is also right next door.
Large
That was
patience.
That was before that, Yurkus. I had a life before you. So, Glens Creek is really cool because it's a small kind of craft distillery, right? They don't put out a whole lot of bottles, but they put out some hella product.
They do.
And like, if there was one craft distillery that said, "Hey, I need you to back one craft distillery," that I don't know how I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
one.
That
Yeah,
was,
dude. So it was really cool because he was the owner, the
And
distiller,
distiller.
And the master's still.
and he's the tour guy.
Right, and we got to sit down with him for a private discussion at his private bar.
Whoa,
Yeah.
his PowerPoints are 10 out of 10.
Also,
Yeah.
he was not like in the business of like, let me tell you about this whiskey.
Where
he
is
was
his
just
PowerPoint?
like,
Let me tell you about
it was
whiskey.
a conversation.
yeah,
Like,
it was a conversation. I'm gonna pour you
where's his
something.
PowerPoint?
You
Who
drink
got
on
it?
that.
Also, to
Oh,
the
dude,
point
no.
that he's the
Yeah.
owner and distiller, at one point his phone alarmed and he had to get up and go actually work
Yeah.
and then come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's his
Oh.
PowerPoint.
Yeah,
There's nothing on this one, but-
you would appreciate the PowerPoints because this is
He
like kind of the
literally
ones we
takes-
do at work.
He goes, "Hey, I'm going to tell you this PowerPoint," and he draws on a piece of cardboard.
Yeah. He's like, hey, let me tell you.
And we're definitely taking that idea.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're getting tons of cardboard. Katie, cut it up. Leave it at the house. Don't put it in the recycling bin.
But Dave was the best, and so that was the guy at Buffalo Trace. That's what he told us to do, was go to
Yep.
Glens Creek
Yeah.
and talk to Dave. And we mentioned that to him, and he was like, "Oh, well, they call me what, Grumpy Dave or something."
Yeah, dude, he was
not grumpy.
no, he's not
No.
grumpy. He was really cool.
He was
we had
awesome.
we had an awesome conversation for like I don't even know. It felt like more than an hour.
It was over an hour.
Yeah, like it was awesome.
Yeah, we left there
experience.
after 5.
Yeah,
Like, it was amazing.
and
then
like
the
I know he had to
product
ring up my purchase because the person from the gift shop
was already
left.
off. Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, she was like, deuces. She walked out
So
when I
if,
did.
if you have the opportunity to purchase their stuff, and they, like, for us in North Carolina, they don't have a distribution contract anymore, because he said North Carolina ABC was too much of a hassle, which I get.
They
There's
are
a
a
lot
hassle.
of people that have said
Well, they
that.
also don't produce enough to get on. They were on the special. What is it? The
Special needs.
specialty order
That's
list.
the list you're on.
I can't remember
yeah,
what we call
yeah.
it in North Carolina,
But this was a really cool bottle
That
that we
was
got to
fantastic.
try, the Cafe au lait.
yeah,
And he
that
signed
was
it.
really good.
Yep. And then when I purchased it, he signed it, personalized it to me, and signed it and dated it. So yeah, I mean that's amazing, right? Like, and it's a good bottle.
Oh, it was. We didn't try anything that was subpar. All of
No.
it was
All of
either
it was
good
good.
or great.
but distillate was good.
Oh yeah, he let us try
Yeah.
a literal white mash that just came out of the still when he bottled.
What Eagle Rare? This is just a
It's
standard.
a 10
It's,
year.
just, it's the same one you got. It's just a standard one.
But yeah, he let us taste the distillate, and if you've ever smelled mash, tasted raw mash, things like that, then you that sweet.
I have to be honest, like
creamy
that raw
smell.
mash, I was like, wow.
It was.
Yeah.
It was sweet.
But
like,
I mean, it wasn't
It was
like
very
harsh
good.
and right, and it came out as
Yeah.
120 proof that you would have never known it was 120
Yeah.
proof.
Nope. White line.
I'm not a white
Essentially.
lightning person like that. Like I'm not like moonshine. Like that's not my thing. But that was like I could
Yeah.
drink that. It was.
Give
good.
me a jar of that. I'll take it home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Put a
he was
stave
talking
in it.
about this experimental thing that they did, right?
Well, they technically still do it.
Right. Well,
it just
that's true.
takes them all year to make a barrel.
Yeah. So it was essentially what was left in the barrel after the dump.
So they don't dump,
Oh,
which is
they
why
pump.
they had leftover.
That's right. They pump.
So they pressurize the
They
barrel.
dump.
They
They
pressurize
pump
the
and
barrel.
dump.
The first time they did it, it jacked up the filters because
Because
the
it
tube
went
was
too
too
deep.
long.
Mhm.
So he
Yeah,
shortened the
cut the tube,
tube
Yeah.
so it didn't pull up all the sludge from the bottom,
Mhm.
and that's what he's leaving now.
No, it's not similar to mezcal.
No.
Yeah,
But yeah, so
mezcal.
then they figured out that they sampled, right?
Mhm.
Tasted this stuff and figured out,
Yeah.
oh shit,
He ran it through a coffee filter.
right? Ran it through a
He
coffee
did,
filter,
yeah.
and then he was like, oh shit,
This
this
tastes
is
like
really-
coffee.
This is really fucking good.
Well, his original plan was that was just going to be his bourbon.
Yeah. Yeah, what was he gonna call
Like-
it? Dave's share.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just Dave's private.
Yeah. So he's like, people have talked about some theories on why it's so good or whatever. I offered up my own.
He
But
said no.
He's
No,
like,
no, I'm kidding.
you're dumb.
no, he definitely didn't say that. But
Yeah.
like, he doesn't really. The moral of the story is he doesn't really know why that is so good. But you know, the what's left over after they pump out the barrel, that little bit of remainder, making that private. What was it called?
Premier.
Premier.
Yeah.
That
God, I wish
Premium.
we could have that
Premium.
again.
premium.
Both words are accurate though.
Yeah.
It was
But it's
really, really
It's
good.
phenomenal because he pulled it out from the bar. It wasn't technically part of the tasting.
Yeah.
And we need to say that what they're dumping that this comes from is their OCD number 5.
Right.
Yes.
So
Which
this
is already a good product.
correct.
Yeah. We got to try that as well. That was
Yep.
really good. But
So we asked him flat out, how do we get this bottle? And he goes, well,
Can't.
you can't. It's not. There's not
Yeah.
anymore.
Damn.
So
Coming
essentially,
soon.
right? They take this one, or they make this out of all their dumps for the year.
Right, for the OCDs.
For the OCDs.
He said it takes 15 to 18 barrels to make this barrel.
Yep. So we were lucky enough that he poured off some of what he had left.
Yeah. Look at
And if you can see how dark this is,
it's like
It's roofing top.
Yes.
it looks like motor oil.
Yeah. It is,
And it is delicious.
It is delicious.
it is so good.
He also signed it to us, and I'll be drammed.
Yeah.
That's definitely top shelf.
Yeah, that's the top
at
shelf
studio.
bottle for
Yes.
now. Yep.
It's
So
so
that
good.
was
That's going
so
right
big,
next.
big shout out to Dave because, I mean,
That's
I don't know.
Coca-Cola.
I
It
don't know.
honestly might be darker than Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
Like
It tastes way better than Coca-Cola.
It's
Yeah.
really.
It's not Coke Zero.
I don't know how many times in my life I've ever felt like royalty, but that is probably
Yeah,
the top of the
yeah.
list where I felt like I was somebody
Yes,
sitting there
extremely
talking
dark.
I'm
Jack.
somebody. Touch my
extremely.
like that. I mean, I felt.
He was like,
it was
"Y'all got
insane.
YouTube?"
Yep.
Yeah.
And then he signed into the up for the channel and everything
Yeah.
too. So
That dude was
big,
really
big,
cool.
big shout out to Dave.
was.
at
Amazing.
Glens Creek. That
Yeah, I
was,
really want to know who calls him Grumpy Dave.
I don't know.
Because he
Tyrene.
was
Somebody
like,
pissed him off at some point. He
Tyrene.
got grumpy.
like
What's his
he
name?
posed with us on
We're
a
not
barrel
shouting
and
out.
everything.
We're not saying his name.
No.
Oh.
I don't know if BT would like that if they did happen to. somebody
No, I'm
did
talking
happen
about
to-
the guy, Minnick.
Oh
Fred?
yeah. Actually, Fred Minnick stopped by. Fuck him, but he stopped by.
Fuck him.
He did stop by to Glens Creek, and Dave was telling us that he was actually a decent guy, but come by and taste.
He's just terrible with his picks.
Yeah, essentially.
Jay's had a couple. He's all right.
Welcome to Louisville, guys.
Yeah. That was
Nobody
a four-wheel.
And a dirt bike.
No, it was.
Was it a 4-wheel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doing a wheelie.
So tomorrow we have another busy day.
We
Yeah.
only have
Not quite
5
as early.
distilleries.
Yeah, we only go
Yeah,
to 5 tomorrow.
tomorrow's going to be kind of the same thing as today, which.
But we're going to be on Bardstown side instead of Frankfurt
Yep.
side.
We've
Right?
who
sort
all
of
do we have
transitioned
tomorrow?
away from picking up a bunch of bottles to like experiences.
Right. Yeah, because we're
Oh,
going
don't
to
get me
Bardstown.
wrong.
We're going to Jim
If
Beam.
Wild Turkey had
We're going to Makers.
a bunch of distiller selects out, I would have bought them.
Oh,
They had one, so
Right.
I bought 2 of that one.
right.
Yeah. One per. He managed to get 2.
Yes.
Body for bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going Jim Beam, Makers,
Makers in the
Bardstown.
afternoon.
Right. I don't remember them in order. but
Bardstown.
Willett.
Willett. Doing Bardstown for lunch.
Yeah. Bardstown for lunch.
Bardstown, Limestone.
Limestone, that was it.
Yeah.
Oh, hey,
Yeah.
Stephen Fontaine, if you're following, Kyle's coming to see you tomorrow.
I'm also assuming he's not following.
He can be tomorrow.
He may follow
run
my
into him.
personal channel, but
Yeah. So
Your
the
only
agenda
fans?
for tomorrow is kind of the same as
Whatever
today.
you
We're,
do.
we're
Yeah.
getting.
Minus,
We're
we're getting
getting-
Stephen Fontaine to say hello, Kyle.
yeah, we answered both of those.
A lot. Eric is a lot.
Jerkins, go
So
back
what-
and making stuff go up
One
and
thing
down.
that we didn't talk about that we did tonight, just randomly,
We ran
I'm
into
gonna-
some Michiganders.
we did, but I'm gonna shout out Jeffrey because he's the one that originally told me
Stop
about
wiggling your
Evergreen.
toes.
Oh, yeah, Evergreen. Yeah, we're
But
talking about Evergreen.
if you go to Evergreen Liquors, it's technically a bottle shop, I guess would be
Nah.
the most
If on the beer equivalent, it would be a bottle shop.
right.
Yeah.
So it's a liquor store that also has a bar in it. On Wednesdays, it is half price pours.
Yes. That was pretty cool.
And if you ever are down here and need to, or you want to try something that you haven't had that's super expensive secondary, or super expensive at your local bar, this is the time to do it.
Hey, hashtag, my name's Jeff.
Yeah, I know. I was going to do that at the very end.
I just did it.
You ruined it.
We can do it again.
Cool.
But it wasn't Jeff, it was Jeff.
Anyways, we finished your plug for Evergreen.
That was pretty much it.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
it's half price pours.
Also, Bobby plugged
Yeah,
them.
Bobby
as well.
plugged them as
Yeah.
Liquor at the Lake.
Liquor at the
as
Lake,
did
he said-
Anthony.
Yep, and Anthony from
Yeah, like
Bourbon
5
Whiskey
people told us
Library,
to go
yeah.
there.
Yeah.
So
And it was
Damn,
well worth
we
it.
did.
It was absolutely well worth it. It was good. They had some awesome store picks, also awesome barrel picks that you could try.
yeah,
Right, like they had some of their barrel picks that you could try that were up.
that
So
17-year
down home.
rye was.
Oh yeah, that was.
It was
really-
all. It was fantastic. It was also $5 a pour today,
I
which
know.
is how that happened.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Well, that and the CYPP.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, like I put that on Jeff.
yeah,
Thanks, Wisconsin, Minnesota,
Michigan.
Michigan.
They were from right here.
Oh yeah, Michigan. They do the thing.
That's
Yep.
why I asked him. I said, "Where are you from?" He said, "Right here,"
Yep.
Oh, okay.
It does
What
look
is
like a mitten.
that?
because it looks like it's
It
the
looks
right
like a
hand.
mitten.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, close your finger. Yeah.
Yeah, that's after an earthquake.
Yeah. So Michigan has the thing for this, and then they have the UP, the Upper Peninsula.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, boys. It's getting a little sneaky. My name is Jeff. That's what they wanted me to say. There
Yeah.
you go.
Sneaky for
That's what they
striker.
wanted. What else you got for tonight? I mean, I think we pretty well recapped it all.
I think that was it.
Yeah, we'll hit you up tomorrow.
yeah. What are we
Podcast.
looking forward to tomorrow?
No,
like what do we
everything.
think? We,
I mean, personally, I'm looking forward to Jim Beam.
Yep.
yes.
Peanuts.
I actually am.
If
I
they
wanna
don't
See
have,
what they have out in their like gift shop.
I'm
Personally.
looking forward to Willet.
Will it?
Will it do?
Will it do?
will it do?
Shout out to Ryan.
Pedro just left.
Yeah.
So well, I think will it. Well, I think you're looking forward to it because you're a purple top lover,
I am.
right?
I do
and,
want
and
to try
the
the
bar is
purple
supposed
tops.
to have
Yeah.
purple tops.
He's gonna be like, let me have one of everything.
But I will say, at Evergreen, I tried a Willet bottle that I never thought I'd get to try.
The Boo-Rye.
The Boo Rye.
Yeah.
That's
Was it
MGP
good?
rye with Willet bourbon.
Oh, well, it's MGP Rye.
I know.
Oh, Will it
But-
Rye, it's MGP.
Was it good?
It was. It was also like $9 a pour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I mean, the Eagle Rare 17 was $37.
Yeah. He got a pour of that. I got a pour of the William LaRue Weller,
Yeah.
and both 37.
Yeah.
Like, you can't beat
How do
that.
you
if
go
you
wrong
want
with
to try it, that's the place.
That's
to
the way to do it. Yeah. I was hoping to get some King of Kentucky. We apparently missed that by
About
like
30,
30
minutes.
minutes.
That's what he told us, yeah.
So
So
That
You've
sucks,
never
but
been
oh
30
well.
minutes late to cock
you
ever.
win, you lose.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're the windshield, sometimes you're the bug.
yeah, it is what it is. I still was happy.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's about it. So stay tuned for tomorrow night for
Back at it
day
again.
4.
Yes,
No, yeah. nice.
Jesus.
Four,
Hashtag purple pills.
Okay,
they didn't work.
for him.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Two
For I'll be
tomorrow.
Drammed. Make sure you are liked and subscribed.
Yeah.
Make sure you check out the link for the merch. We out.
All right.